In the NFL, it's a fact of life that quarterbacks get most of the press. But what about the men who sack the quarterback, the men capable of KOing the passer? In 1991, no one got to the quarterback more often than Pat Swilling, and he helped lead the Saints to their first ever division title. Now, getting to the quarterback takes a lot of technique, and technique does go a long way, but it's no substitute for desire. And in 1991, no one had more desire than Pat Swilling. His 17 sacks made him the NFL's superior performer in that department and made him the Defensive Player of the Year.
New Orleans has always been a party town, and the beat picks up when the Saints are winning. They've been winning ever since owner Tom Benson took over the team. At about the same time Benson arrived, so did Pat Swilling, who has quietly become one of the game's premier linebackers and has helped establish a winning tempo in the Crescent City. After 6 years, Swilling and New Orleans go together like gumbo and rice. But his big, easy-going manner disappears on the field. And in 1991, Pat Swilling was named Defensive Player of the Year, awarded annually to the league's most dominant defender.
Craig, who wants to throw the ball, knocked loose. He's flying around the 15-yard line. Looks like Swilling has it.
Despite his success, Swilling anchors a defense still looking for respect.
I don't think we get the respect that our New Orleans Saints defense should get. I think sometimes there are other people in bigger media markets, say Philadelphia, say Chicago, that get more publicity than our defense because they're in bigger media markets. But I think if you put our defense out there, when it's healthy, when we had everybody at full strength, we can play with anybody.
Only the rabid legion of Saints fans are more enthusiastic about defense than the Saints themselves. In 1991, the New Orleans defense was the main ingredient in the team's NFC Central Division Championship. Aside from number 56, the Saints boast 3 other all-pro caliber linebackers, Ricky Jackson, Vaughn Johnson, and Sam Mills. They've been working as a unit for 5 years, and their value to each other is not lost on Pat Swilling.
But I think having those 3 guys, it may hurt me as far as getting the publicity, but I think it helps me also because you can't just key in on me. When people tried to do that this year, Ricky Jackson came through and had a great year for us.
All 4 Saints linebackers have gone to the Pro Bowl at least 3 times each. The Saints never dreamed of having that much talent back in the lean years. In those days, the only thing worse than enduring the painfully hot and humid New Orleans summers was suffering through the season itself. With the arrival of head coach Jim Mora, things began to change. The team welcomed some new blood, some fresh enthusiasm, and got it with a rookie from Georgia Tech.
You got guys like Ricky Jackson who's used to making plays, and then you got a young guy like me who's hungry, who wants to make plays, to make things happen, strip balls, get interceptions, to get sacks.
But Swilling's individual achievements are the result of a team concept.
There always should be more than one guy making a tackle. And that's just a philosophy that I've always had, because that's why I've been taught from college, and here I brought that with me. But that's just the way we try to play defense, get around the football, hustle the football, swarm the football, and that's what it's all about. Makes it fun, makes it real fun.
As a pass rusher extraordinaire, Swilling employs an explosive burst off the line of scrimmage. In an instant, he is a step ahead. This quickness leaves his rivals at an embarrassing disadvantage, and the opposing quarterback becomes the ultimate victim. As a rookie, Swilling saw action in all 16 games. In his second season, he earned the starting job at right outside linebacker. Since then, he has been a team leader in tackles, sacks, and forced fumbles. More important, in the 5 years since Swilling became a starter, the Saints have never had a losing season and have been to the playoff 3 times. Sacks are a major motivator for any pass rusher, and as a pocket buster, Swilling stars, averaging 11 sacks per year.
I think it's kind of sets the pace for you for a year. When you rush the passer as much as I do, you're always trying to get to the quarterback, and you always want to get those sacks. That's a big thing among linemen, linebackers. You always try to get to quarterback and mount up as many trophies as you can. And trophies, I mean quarterbacks. But the main thing is to help your team win, and that's something that I've been able to do, and that's why I feel so good about winning this award.
Swilling joins an elite group of previous winners that includes Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White, Bruce Smith, and Mike Singletary. This season, number 56 led the NFL with 17 sacks. And his mere presence made his teammates better. That may well be the critical part of the total picture that made him the year's most dominant defender.
You kind of try to look ahead for not only getting the sack, but also knocking the ball loose and hopefully enabling your team to win. That's what I'm always trying to do. If I can get there and hopefully he can't see me, get the ball out, get the turnover.
Backfield for Gable, dropping his throw, hit from behind, the ball came loose, it's still loose and around the 10, it's still loose at the 5.
Indeed, Pat Swilling has become the complete defender.
Now, looking for the screen, looks like he's going to toss it over to him, picked up at the 38, to the 30, down to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown save, a 39-yard touchdown.
New Orleans linebacker Pat Swilling, the 1991 Defensive Player of the Year.